Sagittarius, what it do? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of January 6th through the 12th. Thank you for coming in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you can go ahead and do that right now, I'd really appreciate it. Helps out the channel and also helps the YouTube algorithm with folks trying to find this type of content. Today, I'm going to get an overarching energy from the Sacred Rebels deck. If you want information about this deck, information about donating to the channel, or contact information, my social media, anything at all, that is in the description box below. If you have questions, comments, concerns, it resonates, it doesn't, please leave in the description or the comment section. I'll be checking those out this month. Thanks, Scorpio, for showing up for me. I'm gonna have to run a contest or something. Sagittarius, excuse me. Thank you, Sagittarius, for showing up for me. I'm gonna have to do a contest or something. You guys, I think, had the most likes so far on my last series of videos, the January videos. If you want to check those out, go ahead and check out the channel. That should be the last reading that you saw. Without further ado, Sagittarius, let's get into your reading. Ooh, Sacred Fool. The Sacred Fool. I actually pulled this for myself today when I did my own personal reading. So the Sacred Fool. This talks about new beginnings. I'm going to go ahead and read a section of this at the end. So if you stick with me to the end, we'll get more into what this card means. But this is about taking a leap of faith. This is about trusting in that leap, and the fact that this leap is divinely guided. So whatever's going on for you, Sagittarius. What's going on with these cards? I think that's right. Whatever is going on for you, Sagittarius, this has to do with a new beginning. New beginnings for you coming in. I think these, we'll see what happens. Okay. Underneath the deck, Sagittarius, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is a time that you've gone through something. You've gone through something, Sagittarius, and it is forcing you to feel emotionally attached. It's forcing you to feel like you need to rest and recovery. This likely has to do with a new beginning in love that you were expecting that didn't quite maybe pan out the way that you had expected it to, and the strength that it takes for you to deal with this situation. You may have taken some action in the past that was premature. So maybe somebody was a little bit slow, didn't give you what you felt like you deserved in love, and you may have taken some pretty drastic action. In the present, we have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Ready to lay out the rest. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups. Yeah, Sagittarius. So you're feeling like you need to rest and recover. Perhaps somebody did offer you an offer in love, and because you were in your restoration and your sleep energy. I don't know if anybody's ever like gone through a situation where you're doing something and you're doing it for yourself. I had this experience. So I was dating a person, and I was learning Spanish at the time, and the person like messaged me in French, and I was like, whoa, bro, like I'm learning one language at a time, don't do that. It was that type of situation where you were resting and recovering, and somebody offered you a new beginning in love or a new start, and you didn't quite want it at the time, and it caused you to sort of lose your strength, take some action that was a little bit perhaps premature, or a little bit emotionally driven. I'm not sure. In the present, we do have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. So there is the sense that there was some sort of deception or lie somebody wasn't telling the whole truth. Somebody didn't communicate fully. There's an energy of not communicating fully or not being 100% open with you, and this caused conflict. This may have to do with the third party. Third parties don't always mean cheating to me. They can. Recognize there's certain, I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody, there are certain situations that are cheating. If you're not in a relationship with somebody, these situations aren't cheating, right? There's that energy here. There's also just the energy of like enjoying other people. So this could even be friendships. This could be like people around. This could be family. This could be anything. The energy of, you know, you're in a conflict with somebody and you hear them on the phone laughing with somebody else. Like it pisses you off. Like that's just the energy that I'm getting right now. In the near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It looks like a new beginning here. This looks like it's taking the focus perhaps off of love, perhaps off the energy of like deep emotion and more of the energy of like, what can we build that's going to be solid? If this doesn't have to do with love, it has to do with like refocusing on business or new business ideas coming in, new ways to make money. If this is about a relationship, this is about new home, new apartment, like things that have to do with finances that are a little bit more stable, right? Like if you sign a lease, that's a new beginning that strikes out a year, right? Or you're going to buy a home or like whatever the case is. So a new beginning here in the near future. The near future also has the Eight of Swords. So somebody didn't want to look at themselves fully in this situation, which may have caused this conflict. You know, oftentimes we do feel people are lying to us, and it's not necessarily that they're lying. It's that they can't break free from whatever it is that they're doing in that moment, right? Or in that time. They're having a hard time even seeing themselves and what they want. Oftentimes when we know what we want and the people around us don't know what they want, it can be very difficult for us to understand that even though we see a person holding themselves back, they don't necessarily see themselves holding themselves back. Like you can only see this from an exterior point of view, right? I would picture that, or I would think about that. Somebody may have been lying, but I don't see the moon popping up here yet. So it has less to do with secrets at this point and more to do with somebody really not knowing how to communicate what they want at this point in time. I do see the Nine of Cups, so hopes fulfilled, wishes fulfilled here. Sometimes wishes are a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you're ever in the situation where you're like, well, F it, like I don't need this person, like I don't want them anyway, and then they disappear out of your life, like realize that's an act of manifestation too. The Nine of Cups also talks to, it can talk about addictions, it can talk about drinking a lot, it can talk about different substances. It talks a lot about like being really in your happiness and in your feelings. Be careful with the being in your feelings part of things. Emotions are fluid, they ebb and flow, and it can feel very boring. It can feel very Four of Cups energy to learn how to stay center, because you know, most people live their lives on the extremes. They live in like very, very high energy, you know, super happy and super sad. And as Sagittarius, your card is Temperance, which is about moderation, which is about balance, which is about staying away from the extremes. And oftentimes our personality traits, our cards, the things that are meant for our sun sign, Sagittarius, I'm a Libra, right, are our biggest challenges. So it looks like there's, just in the future, be careful of being really happy. I think happiness takes just as much rest and recovery and restoration as sadness does. So there's like recovering from heartbreak, but there's also recovering from really, really high highs. And that's the energy that I'm getting for you as well, Sagittarius. I do want to clarify this, this Ace of Cups that happened in the recent past. There was some sort of offer that came in. Oh, that's way too many cards. Sagittarius, what is going on with y'all? Interesting. Okay, well, let's do that again. What is going on with this offer that has come in for Sag? What is the Ace of Cups in the recent past? So somebody wanted to start over with you. So I see an ending and a beginning sort of at the same time. What happened here is that you couldn't make plans around this situation. This had to do with wanting to, I'm getting the Queen of Cups energy, lots of nurture. So trying to nurture, why am I getting parent? Trying to parent how to be loved or how to love. Somebody was trying to parent or mother or smother a situation of love, but they were really only focusing on their own needs for love. So I do see an ending, a new beginning. That had to do with the offer that was taken, but I think the reason that it did cause this conflict is that it had to do with somebody pushing really hard in this situation. Let's clarify this conflict that is happening in the present. Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this fight had to do with something that has to do with long-term planning, long-term vision. Again, I see the Two of Wands in the recent past. There was a plan wasn't made when a plan needed to be made or wanted to be made. So somebody desired a plan to be made that, you know, that had to do with something that had to do with deep emotion that transcended into, well, like, don't you want a family? Don't you want household? Don't you want this business to work out? Don't you want, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it has to do with like, this Ten of Pentacles energy has to do with abundance, right? And oftentimes we don't feel successful unless we are abundant. But if you can look back at your life over the last 5-10 years, anytime you've set in abundance, it's only through like retrospect that you actually notice it. Or one day you look around, you're like, oh crap, like I have this like nice abundant life. It comes out of nowhere. The moment that you like made that decision, the moment that you rushed in wasn't the moment that it actually happened. So somebody rushed in with their idea of what success meant, and it forced somebody to turn away, and it created some bit of conflict here. I do want to see about this Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? What isn't being shown here? Ace of Wands in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. Somebody is running out of options. Somebody's running out of options fast. They're searching for new inspiration, but it's not happening. I don't know if somebody like lost their job. I don't know if somebody left their job. But somebody's running out of options, and it's causing a lot of conflict. It's causing them to make decisions about the future where there is no stability in self at the moment. Let's see about the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. Okay, so whatever's coming is it's forcing you out of self, and it's getting you out of your head. So I don't know if you're offering somebody something or somebody's offering something to you, but whatever this offer is, and again, it's more about, less about the dreaminess of I want this and I want that. It's more about a tactical understanding of what is the thing that we need to do, what is the thing that we need to begin or start that's going to provide stability. What is the X, right? So is it signing the lease? Is it getting a new computer if you're starting a business? Is it, signifying a relationship with further commitment, possibly like a ring or something like that? There's something physical that is new, that is coming in the future, that allows to step out of the energy of self, allows the the mind games to stop, the anxiety, the sleepless nights. And it also allows for an opportunity to stop putting so many irons in the fire in terms of like passion here. Excellent. I do want to look into this Ace of Pentacles energy. I want to see what's beginning for you, Sagittarius, and the outcome. However, I'm going to read a bit of the Sacred Fool deck. I'll continue with the outcome of the Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning that's starting in the extended. The extended link is in the description box below. If you want to stick with me as I read this bit, please stay here. The Fool is a great rebel, able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the right way to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated to or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what it is. That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Very interesting reading. I'm going to continue on to see what this new beginning is that's coming for you. And if I don't see you in the extended, I'll see you next week. Thanks, Sag. Talk to you later. Bye.